Hello and welcome to another episode of Agenda, a place where we get to talk about the female gender. We celebrate women, we talk about women, we educate women, and also talk about the entertainment and every other thing that the female gender has to do out there. I am your host, Harriet Dongvan Chibueze. And with me in the studio are beautiful women from Africa that from all over the world. They're dressed in all African way. By my right, I have with me Semiat. Hello, Semiat.
Hello, I am Manasseh Semiat. It feels good to be here.
And I have with me another beautiful lady. She's dressed in the northern way. I love the way the northern women dresses. I love the way they carry out the veils and their dresses. Hello, Madinat.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Obasa Shitu Madina, and I'm happy to be here today.
We'll go on a short break, and when we return, Engender continues. If you're just joining us, this is Engender. We are here today with my beautiful guests in the house, Semiat. Hello, Semiat. And then Madinat. The topic of our conversation today is women of substance being an epitome of change. Women of substance being an epitome of change. They said it's not merely defined by outer strength or visible achievements. She is someone who embodies resilience, character, and a deep sense of purpose. In a world that often underestimates the potentials of women, those who rise above limitations become powerful symbols of transformation. They build up stamina, not only physical but emotional, mental, and spiritual, and stand tall as epitomes of change. It said throughout history, like Mother Teresa, Harriet Tubman, and Michelle Obama have shown the world that true power comes from integrity, vision, and unwavering courage. They didn't just survive obstacles by turning them into opportunities for transformation. Those women become epitome of change, not by chance, but through conscious actions and endurance. Ladies in the house, let's talk. What do you understand by a woman of substance? Who is a woman of substance? By definition of what we have here, we're talking about Mother Teresa, whom I know is of the Catholic domain. She was, back then in her days, history have it that she did a lot of charity work, moving from one community to another, trying to save children from hunger, trying to save children who are living with abject poverty, and every other person. She did this all over the world. That's what history said. Coming down to Harriet Tubman, they call her, she was a spy. That's the name they actually call her. Talking about Harriet today feels more like I'm talking about myself, because my name is Harriet as well. But Harriet Tubman, yeah, my mom actually named me Harriet Tubman because I'm from the Catholic Church. Harriet Tubman was more like a spy in those days. I have also watched the film where they had to react her character of what she did back then in those days. She was actually a spy. So she rescued a lot of people for freedom's sake. She rescued a lot of blacks that were taken into slavery. So she could go there and rescue them and bring them back for them to gain their freedom. Okay, our very own Michelle Obama, which this has just been happening for the past over a decade. Yeah, who the former First Lady of the United States of America, where I believe the story of the dream Martin Luther has that said, I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will not be judged by the colors of their skin, but by the contents of their character. It's more like it came to pass, because a black man eventually became the president of the United States of America, and then we had a black woman as a president, which history was made. She has been celebrated, and she has been celebrated in a lot of, I think the whole history of first ladies of United States. She is well educated. So today we are talking about women of substance. We are not just about women of substance. We are talking about women who have lived lives that the next generation can look up to. Yes, let's say for instance, I will want to be a spy to rescue people from slavery. Maybe because my name is Harriet, I will want to do that. But these women have lived this life and they have done these things in order to show to us, those of us who are going and looking after them, that okay, this is the life they have lived. I want to be this kind of a person. I want to be this kind of a person. I guess that's just what it means by women of substance. Semia, what do you think? What do you have to say about a woman of substance?
Okay, so you've actually said it all, but a woman of substance is well known, like, for her impact in other people's life, not just her own life or what she does,
Okay.
but whatever she like, all the things she does to impact in other people's life and the community at large.
Okay.
So in the likes of Queen Amina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Who led the war? I think they
Yes.
say yes. She led the war.
Like, she's the first female African
that could
woman,
do that.
yeah, that could do that.
Yeah.
And then she became the first king
To win.
to rule.
Okay, in the
Yes,
northern.
in the northern part of Nigeria.
Yeah, ahead of her story.
Yeah.
Madina, what do you have to say about women of substance? Who is a woman of substance to
Okay,
you?
I can say a woman of substance is someone that has value, that has passion, and she does what she wants
Yeah, she does what she wants
to
to
do with determination.
Okay,
For
yeah.
example, we have Helen Salif, the
Okay.
president of Liberia.
Okay. Oh yes, I've heard
You know,
about
she was
her.
the first female president,
Yeah.
and she got the Nobel Prize for peacekeeping.
Yes.
What a lot of women could not do, she did it.
She did it.
In just one tenure.
Okay. So we have lots of them out there that will actually celebrate. I'm not being sorry, I've not been able to even mention some of them. If we begin to mention, the list is endless. Because now you just mentioned Queen Amina. You mentioned there are a lot of women out there who are doing everything possible in the world that they can to save the situation.
Yeah.
So I believe women of substance are not just some of them are not even celebrated. They say yes, many women around the globe live the truth every day. They may not be making headlines. They don't make headlines, but they often shape societies in quiet, powerful ways.
It's just like our mothers.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you
Our
very
mothers.
much. Thank you very much. They are doing a lot for us. They are
Yes.
doing a lot for us. For any woman out there who is doing, you mustn't be in the headlines. You mustn't really be in the headlines, or you mustn't be seen.
Yeah.
But for the fact that you are doing something out there that someone would need to like watch you and say, oh, this woman has done this woman has done this.
Yeah.
Women, I think in my second coming also, I would love to still be a woman, because a woman is more like you own this world. You own this world. At times I feel bad when a woman begins to look down on herself. Like, you don't know what you want. Or perhaps maybe like you don't know who you are.
You can't blame her.
You know,
Society at times. You can't blame her.
I get it, it's a
Yeah,
society at
society,
times,
yes.
but
Thank
okay,
you.
what can we do to keep encouraging these children? What can we do to keep, what do you think, Madina, what do you think we can do to always bring these children? Let them understand that this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do to become this person.
We should let them know that they have value in the society. The society
Okay.
cannot do without women. First of all, our main primary assignment as a woman is the house, taking care of your family, caregivers.
Yeah.
Immediately a child is born into this world, the first person he will see is his mom. The
Yeah.
first person he will recognize is his mother. So definitely, if girls, their mothers can help them, let them know that no, you have standards, you have values. Nobody should look down on you.
course.
Definitely, we will go places.
Of
But
course.
by the time we look at our mothers and say, okay, our mothers, they could not do this in the society, we will not do it, we are not moving anywhere. And that is what is actually happening today. Because women believe, okay, because there has never been a president in Nigeria, a female president in Nigeria, there would never be a female president in Nigeria. You understand? That's just it.
Okay, fine. So by all that you've said is the fact that we should continue to inculcate, or more like if you have a girl child, like you said, we are caregivers.
Yes.
So once you have a child at home, you should just try to like let the person encourage the person. The person should constantly know that yes, you are worth this, you can
Yes.
do this, you can be that, and all of that. That's for our mothers out there. Whatever you do at home, ensure that your girl child is very, very important to you. She is watching everything you're doing. So if you become a better mother, she is definitely going to become a better woman in the future. So let's not neglect the homes.
Yeah.
Coming back to these home issues, let's talk. I believe women of substance are made.
From their home.
Yes, it's from homes that
Yes.
people are made. But unfortunately, the society these days, a lot of children are being raised wrong. I don't want to, in as much as I don't want to believe that those things exist, but they actually exist in our community, which is not really a good thing to happen. So I don't really understand, like, someone asked me one day, do you believe there's bad upbringing? And then I said, no, I don't believe so. But let me just find, do you believe there's bad upbringing?
You know, there's a saying that says charity begins at home.
Yeah.
At times, is what the girl child sees her mom doing, that is what she wants to do.
Yes.
There are some girls that their mothers, I'm sorry to say,
No, it's okay.
but there are some girls that their mothers, they have bad characters. They don't respect their fathers at home. Definitely, if that girl should go out, you don't expect her to have moral respect. Like,
Of
she should not
course.
have moral values, nothing.
Of course.
That's just it.
I actually partially agree with
Madinat, yeah,
yes,
okay.
because your mom can behave badly at home, but you yourself, you can also make a change. You can go out. You don't learn from one person, like the way they say. You don't learn from one person. As you're growing, you should know your left from your right. If your mom is doing the wrong thing, you don't have to
Follow her footsteps.
follow her footsteps.
Of course.
Yes. So
I agree with you. I agree with you on that aspect. I've seen a situation whereby there's a bad mother. I'm sorry to. There is a bad mother and there is a good mother.
Yeah.
In as much as we want to just embrace the part of a good mother, but there are mothers out there which don't really represent what a womanhood should represent. But unlike what Semia just said, let it not be like. Growing up, I think you can differentiate between bad and good.
Yes.
You know what you want, and you don't know what you know what you don't want. Let's say, for instance, I actually love the way you dress, Madinat. I love the way you dress.
Thank
then
you.
you get to see that I now saw another lady who she's dressed half naked. Then I know what I want, right? I have chosen you because you dressed and covered all yourself all through. Being a woman don't necessarily be that you should expose yourself. What are you exposing yourself for anyways? What if we get to cover all, and then even if it's a man that is admiring us out there, get to see that we've covered our whole body. Why? Because you're a woman, you're supposed to cover the whole body. The truth of the matter is I love the northerners. How some of them scares me though, where they get to dress and then they get to cover, you only see their eyes. That is scary, but I love it. Why do I say I love it? Because they get to cover their whole body. So even if you're being raised from a home where there is some of these issues, there are bad parenting and all of that, you can be able to differentiate. You can actually be able to choose. Yes.
stand out.
Yes, stand out and be different. Stand out and be different. Choose whatever you want to do to yourself. Okay, we're going to talk about in the modern world today, women are increasingly taking center stage in shaping societies, from global leaders like our very own Ngozi Iweala to grassroots change makers in remote regions like our dear Natasha Akpoti. You know, I love that woman.
I love her too.
I so love Natasha.
Because of her
But let's
courage.
talk about our very good mother, Ngozi. I admire her. Growing up as a child, I really admire her. I look up to her. I want to become her, but unfortunately, I'm not good at mathematics. So I just feel like
You're in journalism already.
Yeah.
So you're doing something.
okay, fine. I'm in journalism, and
Yes.
here I am sitting and talking about her,
Yeah.
right?
Because
Yes.
everybody have his own specialty.
Exactly.
Yes.
But growing up, I loved that woman. I really loved for everything she stands for. I love that woman because it feels like she speaks her truth. This one is her own. She's a Nigerian mother. She's ours. She's someone that we need to celebrate every day
Yes.
of our lives. Because the things she has done, what she has done, how she has represented Nigeria, how she has represented the woman, how she has represented African women, it is something else.
Yes.
So she deserves our respect. She deserves to be celebrated every day of our life. Then coming down to our very own Senator, Natasha.
Natasha. Actually, I like to call her English woman.
You know, lately she has been in the news.
Yes.
Yes.
She has been in the news right from when she was, before even election. Yes, before election, she has
Before
been in the
election.
news. Before she even won the election, she has
Yes.
also been in the news. In the Senate House, she has also been in the news. More like she felt like she was underestimated.
Yes.
She was underestimated. But let the truth be told. women are actually underestimated in this world.
Yes.
Let's come back home in Nigeria at large. Women are underestimated because they get to look at us like you can't be this, you can't do this, you cannot amount to anything.
Yeah.
All they look at us is just the fact that you just have to stay in the kitchen and cook.
Yes.
And then there are women out there who are fighting that my role is not just in the kitchen. Yes,
Yes.
I'm a woman. Yes, the kitchen was made that I should cook. But that doesn't mean I should limit myself in the kitchen. So imagine that somebody like our mother Ngozi, someone gets to like pin her just to do in the kitchen. How would she feel? How will you feel as a woman if you are being oppressed? Like each time they get to meet you and they're like, kitchen, kitchen, kitchen. You just be in the kitchen, clean, look after the children and all of that. How will you feel, Semiant?
Actually, I'm not going to be so happy about it, because if Ngozi was actually restricted, we will not know her today.
Of course.
And she will not
her
make a
impact
difference.
in the world
Yes.
will not even feel it.
Yes, we will not feel it.
Yeah.
So my own advice is we need to like allow our children, our female children, to explore, to go out, to do whatever they want to do, because what a man, according to what people say now, what a man can do, a woman can
do better.
do better.
Do you believe in that?
Of course, yes, I do. Yes, I do, because there
You get some blow when man go blow you. Don't feel blow.
and you just some can't blow when if another woman blow you, you go see stars. So that is it.
That's true. Though.
There are women that are stronger than men.
That's true.
Yes.
Yes,
That's true. That's
and there are men that are stronger than women.
That's
So
very true.
it's vice versa.
That's very
Yes.
true. That's
So
very
as long
true.
as you put your mind
To
do
it.
yes, as long as you put your mind in doing something, it will go well for you. That
No,
is
I
it.
really admire this woman, Natasha. She's actually she's redefining leadership.
Yes.
She's redefining leadership. I think she's not just representing the Kogi people alone. I think she's representing Nigeria at large.
Nigerian
And
women.
yes, Nigerian
Yes,
women
women
at
at
large.
large.
And I think
And
African women
Yes.
are also watching, because this has not been hidden at all. Because she had to, when the issue came up, she had to, is it UN women sitting
Yes.
at the Congress one place, and then she had to go there to lay her complaint how she has been maltreated in the Senate House. I feel women should speak out. Women should be able to speak out
Yeah.
whenever they are not treated right. Let's learn to give a voice even to the voiceless woman. The other day I saw a picture of Aisha. Is it Aisha they call her?
Which girl?
The Muslim lady that advocates for change in the society. Yeah, she was.
Aisha Esifu.
Yes,
Yes,
she
sorry.
worked together with Natasha. They were working together. I saw that and I loved it. I loved it for the fact that another woman feels that she can support another woman. I love the fact that she came to support another woman because she knows that she is doing the right thing.
You know, Aisha Yusufu has been there for both women and children during the EndSARS.
Yeah.
If you notice, she gave her 100% support to the youth.
Yes.
During that time, I admire her for that. She's
Yes.
a courageous woman.
No, she is. She is actually. I really admire her for everything she stands for. But this move I saw her the last time do, I was happy because more often than not, we don't get to see women. We are enemies to ourselves.
Yes,
Sorry
yes,
to say the
because-
truth. Yeah.
Yes.
We are enemies to ourselves. You find that a woman is doing something and then it's difficult for another woman to support. Yes, you find that a woman is selling something and then before you comes and buy from that kind of a person, she prefers to go and buy it from a man. I don't know why we hate
That's the problem we have in the
we
society
women,
right now with the women.
Actually, we women, we don't stop. We actually don't stop. It's not just the men that actually look down on us. Even we the
Our
women,
fellow women.
Yes.
our fellow women, we actually tend to look down on each other, which is not nice.
What can we really do? What can we do?
We should help each other.
We have to like.
We have to support each other. That
Okay.
is just it.
We have to like.
Just like what Aisha is doing for Natasha now. You understand?
Yeah.
If we can have more women that will come out and support Natasha,
And
definitely she will win this. But our women are keeping quiet. I don't know why.
And some of them are even out on the social media to even say she's wrong and blah blah blah. And because most of them have not been in her shoes, if they
You don't know how it pinches.
yes, that's what this.
Well, I also feel women grow up in fear a lot. Yes, women grow up in fear a lot. I grew up with a father. I call my father a feminist. Yes, I do call him a feminist because it's more like if you give him a chance, he can fight for every woman on the planet.
Wow.
I don't know that's because we are a lot of girls in my house. So he feels he can defend women. So he has been doing that. So I grew up with a father who is a feminist. So I really do understand what it feels like having a voice to speak. So I feel like what you said earlier, it's from the background. If these children are being taught on speak out, you will be able to speak out. So women these days, you find that women are growing up in fear a lot. The fear is too much. Not like a woman wants to do something, then she has this fear in me that, what if I come out and somebody says this about me? What if I come out and then somebody tries to say a bad word about me? So that fear alone is really bringing us backward. But let the truth be told, women of nowadays, they're really trying.
Yes.
They are coming up. They are coming up.
The courage is not there.
Yeah, the courage is not there. So I feel this maybe with the advent of TV, we hope a girl child is out there watching us at the moment while we're saying this thing. Yeah. So you can feel courage and say to yourself that, yes, let me do this.
I can do it.
Yes, I can do it. Queen Naomi has done it. She did it. And in history today, she's been taught in the books. Yeah, she is in the book. Yes. How she led, the queen that led her people to war. Yeah. So what happens if this generation will try to lead somebody else to war, but just that this our generation these days we don't lead our society to war again. So we lead them
the
to
war these days is different.
Yes.
Though.
So but I just feel women needs to they need to sit up. A girl child needs to sit up and be more courageous. Let's know that we are women and we were blessed. Yes. God has actually blessed a woman. Because you see that it's only the female gender that I get to see that multitask.
Yes, we are multitasking.
Yes. What we do, men don't get to do it. Because you see a woman at the same time, even if it's at home, just a full-time housewife, you see how she's cooking, she's taking care of kids, she's shouting, she's serving her husband. Women multitask. Men can't do these things we do. Oh. They cannot do these things we do. So we should be able to celebrate ourselves. Women should be able to celebrate ourselves. In fact, the female gender should be celebrated every day. Every day. That's when I get to hear people complain about Mother's Day is being celebrated in the year. How many times? It's none of your business. That should be celebrated like every day. Why won't we celebrate
it? You just tell me. Is it from the caregiving when we were small? Exactly. Look at the stress they went through, washing our clothes, doing everything in the house. No, it's not easy. Or is it the sleepless nights when we were babies? Exactly. So we should celebrate women every day.
Yes, and mothers now, mothers of this generation. Yeah, most of them now, they will still be housewives and they still go out and work. They still come back, take care of their family.
The same work that men are doing.
The same work that men are doing. You wonder, like, where is this strength coming from? Like,
women are blessed.
Yeah.
Women are blessed. However, the journey is far from over. Being a woman, the journey is way far from over. Barrier still remains gender inequality. Let's talk about gender inequality. How have these people been treating us on this planet? Have they been treating us? Have they been fair to us?
No.
They've not been fair to us. Let's not even go so far. Let's talk about the political aspects where we get to talk about Natasha as well. If you check in the Senate House, which I don't have the record, but you find out that men are more represented in the Senate House. Women are less in the Senate House. Then they feel that we have they are oppressing them. So how do you want these people to breathe? How do you want them to act? They say the journey is far from over. In the aspect of maybe lack of access to education, societal prejudice, but women continue to rise. We will not stop.
We will not stop, no.
We will not stop. We will continue to rise. So they do this with endurance, compassion, and vision for more inclusive future. Every act of resilience adds to the collective stamina of women worldwide, strengthening the foundation of progress for the future generation. Is a woman of substance not the greatest being on the planet?
Yeah.
So for me, women are just the best people on this planet. I'm not saying that because I'm a woman, but I'd love to come back in my second
I
coming
can say that
again
because
as
I'm a woman. Yes.
and I think talking about, I hear some women said I am not. What did they call it? Chimamanda. She's fighting for. Chimamanda is actually fighting for the well-being of women and all of that and all of that. So women, a woman who said, "I am not." That's what they call it, but. We will talk about the equality in women when we return. We'll go on a short break. When we return, we'll talk about the equality in women. Welcome. If you're just joining us, we are still on Engendered. We have been talking about women of substance. We've made reference to great women. Queen Amina, who led her people to war and fought the war. A woman leading her people to war. It's something to celebrate every day. We've also talked about Mother Teresa. We've talked about Harriet Tubman. We've also talked about Michelle Obama. We have narrowed down to our Nigeria, where we get to talk about our dear mother, Ngozi Iweala, where she's doing her best to represent African women. We have also talked about Natasha Okpati, which she is trying everything she can to show us what leadership is and speaking out for yourself as a woman. Just before we go, we're trying to talk about Chimamanda, who is fighting for women and gender equality. We're trying to say she is a feminist. And I was wondering why some women get to say they are not a feminist. If that's somehow, I was born a female and then I'll get to say I am not a feminist. How is that possible? How can you separate that?
Yeah, because like Madina has said earlier, she said some people once, like, while bringing them up, their parents actually put it in their head like you don't have the right to do so thing. You have to be under a man. You don't have the right to bring up any suggestion in your home. Anything your husband says, you do it immediately. You should not question your husband. You get? So some children, they grow up with this mentality.
But I really do frown at it. I do frown at it. Being a woman, I think the Bible says we're equal. I don't know about the Quran, but the Bible said we're equal. We're born equal, created as equal beings. Yes, there are places where, let's say, talk about marriages, like husbands love your wives and wives respect your husbands. You understand? That doesn't mean me respecting the man who is loving me, I am less. I should be less of myself. No. And that doesn't mean the man loving me is less of a human being. I think we all have our roles that we get to play. Yes. So, but more often than not, I get to hear a woman say, I'm not a feminist. I don't know. I really do want to understand. How can you, I am born a woman, then I will say I'm not a feminist. I get to understand that in the context, our Nigerian context, let me just say that, people misunderstand feminism a lot.
Yes, that's the problem.
People misunderstand feminism a lot. But I feel feminism is not a bad movement. Feminism is a movement that everybody should embrace. Like I said, my own father is a feminist. Him being a feminist doesn't mean any other thing. It may be just a man who loves the idea of a woman and wants to support a woman be great in the future. And also, I feel every woman should be a feminist. Well, they have their opinions. Whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it. But feminism is not, I don't think it's a bad idea. However, the journey is far from over. As being a woman, we have a lot to fight. We do have a lot to fight.
Especially equality.
Yes.
We have a lot.
No, yeah, that's going to take us a very long period of time. And God help us. Let the men that we are born into this world with understand. Let's say this man died, this man with Access Bank, what's his name? He died and the daughter came out and said something on his tribute and said the man was a feminist. Yes. So imagine that we have men in the society who are feminists, who get to support a woman's dreams. So I believe that in the next generations, it may be a better thinking where you are comfortable there. Let a woman be in this office and it's okay. And let the truth be told, women are good leaders.
Yes.
Women are good leaders. They
Very
actually
good
make
leader.
they think better
Look
and they
at
are good leaders.
Ellen Salif now. She was a good leader.
Yeah. So
One of the best presidents we have in Africa.
yeah, so women are good leaders and they try their best to lead right and all of that. So I think we shouldn't have barriers. We shouldn't have barriers at all. If you can bring this idea, they shouldn't limit any woman. If you want to become whatever you want to become, I think the world just need to encourage. Our fathers just need to encourage us, not just our fathers.
Yeah,
our husbands need to encourage us.
But
Our brothers.
start with our fathers.
Yeah, let's start with our fathers.
Yes, our fathers. They need to encourage us.
Yeah,
Just like
because
my
charity
father.
begins at
My
home.
father used to encourage me that, Martina, there's nothing you cannot do.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which is very good. Which you will grow up every day of your life, you walk about and said, when you remember your father's voice, I bet you, you can even jump inside fire. Yes, when you remember your father's voice. No, let me just say this here. There was a time I traveled back home to check on my parents, and I got a call that I was supposed to come back. I was supposed to cover an event. So I got a call that I was supposed to come back. What I have fought for, what I have long waited for, it came and I was not within Abuja. I was far away Abuja. And for me to leave my place and get here, the roads are bad. It's difficult for you to get here. I will not even get cars that will bring me a car that will bring me in time. And I was supposed to attend to that event the following day, 9 a.m. I was with my father, and we're sitting, I was like, Kai, this is the message I got to, that I need to cover so event. And I'm here. The next thing my father said, what are you doing here? No, that's what he asked me. That, what are you doing here? I complained that I didn't have money. He said, get up and go and carry your things and leave. This thing, I was saying, my place is far. I'm from Benin State, my place is far. And it was not Makodi, it was not Boko. My place is far. When I mean far, it's far. It's as if you are going to Cameroon.
Wow.
Yes. That's what my father told me. He gave me money. And I hit the road. Martina, I got to Abuja 4 a.m. I slept on the road.
You actually did it because you felt you have your father's support.
I felt safe.
Yes.
You see, this period of our times where the country is not safe, insecurity and all of that. But when it's talking about the voice, when I was telling you about that, by the time you get to hear your father's voice echoing, that Madina, you can do this.
Yes.
So at that time, that night, I was in that car. I was the only lady in that car traveling that time. This one I'm talking about is about 3-4 months ago. I was the only lady in that car. And my father's voice kept me through.
Yeah.
Because I believe it's my father that said it and nothing will happen to me. Nothing happened to me. I got to Abuja 4 a.m. I found my way home. I slept for 2 hours. I woke up and I attended my event. And later the man called me. So like, how did he go? I said, he went to. He said, that's my daughter. Do you understand?
Yes.
So whenever you're talking about encouragement from homes,
Yeah.
what they tell us, we go out there to be who they want us to be,
Yes.
without fear. So I feel I agree with you 100%. This has to do with homes, where we're coming from. So we shouldn't be limited. A woman of substance was not just made overnight.
Yes.
She was not made overnight. I believe it's a constant thing. From childhood, from the training you have received, from what you have seen in the society and what you are becoming. There's a book Michelle Obama wrote, Becoming Michelle. Yeah, I believe it's her journey of life. I think every woman should write her book, that book anyway. So Becoming Harriet, Becoming Madina, Becoming Samia. We should all write, so that the younger version of us, or maybe our children, could pick up this book and learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Read from it, because at times we don't document things. We don't document things. We're Africans, we don't document things. And then we get to, at times, we just get to, our stories just end just like that. And it's not always good, yes.
Right.
So if any woman out there who is able to document her story down, document your story. It may interest someone.
See, every woman has a story to tell.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So it may interest someone out there who could pick it and say, this woman did it. You think if I give birth to a child, every girl child that is growing up in Nigeria now that her name is Natasha, she wants to become that Natasha.
Yes, sure.
Yes, so of course. In
She wants
fact,
to
some
become that
people will
Natasha.
start naming their
Children after
after
Natasha.
Natasha.
My mother named me. My name is Harriet. My mother named me after a strong woman like that was named Harriet.
Yeah.
They say names are nature.
Yes.
At times, I'm not saying I'm not strong, but I see myself strong. And when I grew up to hear the story of Harriet Tubman, which is one among the women of substance we're talking about today, I pick courage. I have this courage that, okay, Harriet, what if you do like this Harriet in history that they're saying, yes, she has done this? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So names are nature. So names are nature. People name their children after women of substance. So because this woman is like this, let me name my child. She may become this and all.
And at times, girls, they should pick female mentors.
Yes,
It helps a lot.
it's
Yes.
very
It
important.
helps a lot. Female
It's
mentors.
important. It's
It's
very,
like,
very
no, I
important.
want to be like this woman. I want to speak like this woman.
Yes.
I can actually say I love this lady in TVT. Yeah, Abdul.
Okay.
I love the way she does her shows, the way
Okay.
she speaks. She's outspoken, courageous. Like, I just love that lady, and I want to be like her, definitely.
No, it's good. Have you ever tried? Are you following her on
Yeah,
Instagram?
yes,
You're following her on
yes,
Instagram.
yes.
God help you, one day you meet with her. You just tell her that, yeah, you love the way she presents. You love her.
Like,
I think
love
she
it.
can actually just take you up. People do that a lot. I think women are actually doing that lately. By the time they see their younger version telling them, I love you for this, I love you for that, and all of that, and all of that. Do you know people today? Today I'm a die fan of Diane, Princess Diane.
Okay.
In her death, you know, she still has people who are still her fan. Do you understand?
Yes.
Why? Because we believe the life she lived. Some of us still believe that the life she lived, she did her best. And she was a good person. She was doing this for charity. She was doing that for all these people. So why don't we still love her even in death? People love people like that even in their death. So I think today we're just talking that this topic is so very important.
Like, it's broad.
We should celebrate women every day.
We should
We
celebrate
should
women.
celebrate women every day. How do women contribute to change in their societies and communities?
Like, Nigerian women contribute to changes in every way. We're everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
we're everywhere.
Is there any place where you think a woman is being limited?
Politics. Women are being limited in
yes, they are
politics.
seeing-
We are being
Well,
limited.
wait,
Bob.
apart from Sarah, when last have you seen a woman that has come out to contest for presidency, like president election,
yes.
to be a president?
That's true. That's true.
Like, in Nigeria, please, our women, we need to do more
Yeah.
in terms of politics. Just imagine we had a female vice president. Will this thing be happening to Natasha?
No.
No, definitely she will stand up for her because she's a fellow woman.
Okay.
So women are everywhere. We should just try to just chip in everywhere.
Okay. In our communities and in all societies.
And also our mothers too.
Okay.
Our mothers, the upbringing.
Okay.
Our mothers should try to give our the girl child a good upbringing. Just like my mom. I love my mom because she's courageous.
Okay. That's good.
My mom, she's so courageous. Like, I just love that woman, the way she used to do. At times in my area, I used to call her a man.
Okay.
Because she will stand where maybe if my father is not around,
She will
and maybe
represent.
there's something going on in the area that has to do with our home. This woman will come out and stand and she will talk. You cannot say anything because she's a woman. She will talk back at you like,
Okay.
no,
I like her.
guy,
I like
calm
that.
down.
I
You
like
get?
that. I like that.
No, I want to be like her too, actually.
Yeah.
You're already like her. You're already like her. They say a woman's journey is far from over. A woman's journey is far from over. Far from over. Like it's an endless journey. I guess so.
Yes.
It's an endless journey. So we cannot. You cannot
still
just start
working on it, though.
Yeah, we
Like,
cannot. You
we're
cannot
still-
just. It's a continuous process. I think a woman's life is involving. The woman's life is a continuous process. We get to do this over and over and over and over and over again. You said you love the way your mom behaves, right? So imagine that you take after your mom.
Definitely, I'm already taking after her.
Imagine that you give birth,
Yes.
and then the child gets to take over you.
Over you.
Yes.
Because they said her grandmother was like this. So imagine that. I think it's a generational thing. It's not going to end. It's a generational thing. So they said charity begins at home. This is coming from home. The training is coming from home. It's coming from afar. So it's not just an overnight thing. So I think women are being made. It's not an overnight thing.
Yes.
You cannot just wake up now and say, I want to be a woman of substance. It's not possible.
It's not possible. You need to put in work.
Yes, it's not possible. These
work.
women have their stories.
Yes.
Natasha has her story.
And it has never been easy.
Yes, because she has her story. She didn't start today. She has her story, and vice versa. The stories are endless. So it's not an overnight thing that one will wake up and say, oh, women are so... This is not even by force. So. You don't need to force it.
Yes.
It's a process.
Yes.
It's a process. It's not even a year thing. It's a life thing. As you grow up, you continue.
It will come naturally.
So, yes, it's a natural thing. If you are a good woman, if you are preparing yourself to be a woman of substance, it's an inbuilt
and also
character.
mindset.
Yeah, it's an inbuilt character. So it continues. So I just believe a woman's journey is really far from over. It's really far from over. They say there are societal barriers that women get to face. Semiat, what are the societal barriers that women get to face from time to time?
Okay. So, like...
societal barriers, we can talk about, maybe they can limit women from their educational...
Yes.
There are some societies, shockingly, there are some society that still talks about a girl child not going to school. They not send a girl child to school. Education is not for you. And all of that. I really do frown at all these things.
Same here.
Yeah, so why do you have to limit a girl child from not going to school? Why?
Just because they believe once she gets married, she'll end up in the kitchen and she'll just be giving birth. That's her work.
You don't know there's mathematics in the kitchen? You don't know there's mathematics in the kitchen?
And there's management.
Yeah.
Yes, but resource now, you have to manage the resources in the kitchen.
Chemistry, putting of Maggi,
yes.
Sugar. See me, I call it sugar.
Yes, tea. Sugar in the tea.
Exactly. There is chemistry in the kitchen because where you get to put Maggi, you get to put salt, you get to put pepper averagely. That's chemistry. You are mixing.
There's mathematics. Timing.
Yes, we're mixing things. I've been with some women that get to say, I'm cooking this thing for 30 minutes. And it comes out in 30 minutes.
Yes,
so what are you saying?
Some people even cook without tasting.
Yes.
They cook without tasting.
I've been testing myself like that lately. I've been testing myself in that manner.
But I will not try that now.
No, you better test yourself.
No, I will not try that now.
You try it.
I actually do that. I
test yourself.
Tasting.
Then I get to sit back and I'm like, I didn't test that thing, no.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my head. So imagine a place whereby you didn't send me to school. My parents didn't send me to school. I didn't get to understand that maybe you get to put some of these things to school. I feel there is no level of a woman that doesn't need education. We all need education.
We all need education.
Education is very important. Education is very, very important.
And now even the northerners that we thought they don't usually go to school, their governments are now trying. Just like Sokoto State's governors, they are trying because they're giving scholarship. And that will encourage the girls to go to school. Because one of the main things is that their fathers will feel like, I cannot waste my money on you. Yeah. You end up in the kitchen. But at least once the government provides scholarship, okay, Baba, so thing, there's scholarship, you don't have to pay. All I have to do is just to go there and come back. Okay, since I don't have to pay, you can go. At least the government have done something. Understand? I must commend the northern government.
Not all the northern states actually, not all the, because like Kano now, they are giving free sponsorship for marriage. You get? So they feel as a woman you're supposed to get married. Okay, what is hindering this man from getting married? Okay, money, we will sponsor it. Just get married to her so that she will just be. But actually, a woman can still be in her husband's house and still explore. All these people, they are still in their husband's houses, right?
Most women went to school in their husband's house.
Yes, even Natasha, she's still in her husband's house and she's still exploring, still trying to make change, still trying to make women feel big and head, right? So
I think we need to talk about extensively concerning the teenage marriages in Nigeria. We have to talk about that. Since Engendered is the place where it welcomes a lot of topics concerning women, I think we should look into that because it's something really worrisome. It's something worrisome. So imagine that a girl, a girl who is of school age is being sent off to marry. So what is she really going to do? What is marriage anyways? I thought marriage is between two adults,
Yes.
people who are mature at heart to get married. But here we are in a society where it's actually barbaric. It's barbaric. So our society needs to do better. They need to do better. You can't be sending a girl off for marriage, whereas she's at the age of education. You can't be sending her off for marriage just because some person sat somewhere in the north and they are saying you can get married at this age.
I think that's where our mothers will come in again.
Yeah.
Our mothers really need to stand for our girls. As a mother, when you know that, no, this girl needs to go to school, don't allow those men deceive you. That stand for your daughter.
Yes.
You are the only person that can help her out. Please, our mothers should stop supporting this early marriage thing.
I think it's a long this thing we have to go to, because in becoming a stronger leaders in our society, women just need to stand up for themselves.
Yes.
It's in as much as we have a long way to go, but I believe, let me speak now as Martin Luther would say, a time will come when my 4 little children will not be judged by the colors of their skin, but by the contents of their characters. A time will come in this Nigeria that we are, that women will be leaders. A woman may be president one day. Then maybe she may have a better stage to stand and speak about some of these things. I really frown at this marriage thing. So if that person gets married at that kind of age, what becomes of that person? What becomes of that young girl that you're marrying her off?
She will not feel fulfilled.
Actually, I feel it's actually not like I said earlier, you can actually fulfill whatever it is you can actually do whatever you want to do, even if you are in your husband's house. You just need a supportive father. So
Yes.
we don't just need our parents to be supportive towards us. Yes, if you have a supportive husband, a man that understands that knows the value of education, he will definitely support you.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that is it.
So that's why girls of nowadays should, for men that are intentional, not men that are just spending.
Yes,
Because that's what some girls are going for. Men that are intentional.
Martina, we just have few time to go. What do you have to say to a girl out there who is watching you, who is preparing or aspiring to become a woman of substance? What do you have to say?
Okay. As a girl, just know that you can do it.
Okay.
You can do it. Just put it behind your mind that you can do it. There's nothing. As far as those men are doing it, you can do it. What a man can do, what a man can do, a woman can do better. We can do much more better.
Okay. So, Mia, do you have a word to say to any girl watching out there?
Yeah, I just want to say you should believe in yourself and then put in work, because you can't just sit and expect miracle to happen. You need to put in that work and then believe in yourself and be around people that are supportive. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. We have come to the end of today's episode. It was really, really inspiring and very educative. I believe that any girl child who is out there and aspiring to become better in the future, look out for a role model. Pick up someone whom is strong. It can be your mother, it can be your sister, it can be anybody out there, anybody in the society. Ensure you do everything. It's a step-by-step thing. It's not an overnight thing. Take your time, get schooled, do the necessary things that you need to do. Thank you so much. I'll always be your host. My name is Harriet Tonguvan Chibwezi. Bye for now. Thank you.